everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing another Minecraft Let's Play. This is episode 346. Let's go!
Okay, well, we'll go with that. Hello everyone. This is the building that we went through last time, last episode. Instead of going that way, we're going to go this way. Just so you guys have an idea of where we're at. That's kind of why I'm showing this off, back to the B area. Here's the first house that we built, the main house, and I'll let Pluvio describe exactly what she did in building this house.
You say we. I literally helped with like 3% of this building. I did not do much because I still had no idea how to build, and the thought of building something this big was absolutely terrifying to me. So we're going to go on in. And then I will show you all the things that I did not help with. So we have actually changed a lot about this building. This area over here, that is basically a kitchen now for cooking food, storing food, all that good stuff. This used to be where all of our bulk storage was. So it used to just be rows upon stacks of chests of random items. When we obviously have moved a lot of this around, because this used to just be a mostly functional building. This was also the first building that we had, so everything was in here, but obviously now we have buildings for certain objects, buildings for animals. We've expanded out a lot, so we've also moved out a lot of stuff, but this main floor is basically just for decoration. We have a kitchen. We have a little dining room area over here where we don't ever actually use it, but it's cute. And then in here we have another room that we don't use, and as you can see there was an Enderman in here, so that's awesome. But this is the living room with the little TV and the little couch.
One little secret about this room, don't look up. It's unfinished. Which I did not realize until like yesterday, so I'm trying to figure out how to put a roof on this thing now. So I do apologize for that.
Yeah, and then if we go up the stairs to the second floor, this area where the rest of our bulk storage is, this actually used to be where the kitchen was. So we had all of the smokers and the chests for all the different meats up here. And then we moved it downstairs so that way it could be some more decoration. And then this also used to have more chests, but as we build certain buildings for objects, like for instance, if we build a wool building for all the different colors of wool, then we will move the wool chests out of here and into that building. So we've been slowly chipping away at this, trying to get all of our bulk storage out.
And just to kind of tie in here, so everything that's in front of me is going to change. It's all just temporary, which is kind of why it doesn't look the best. It's just for now because, like we said, it used to be a functional building, and now we're kind of making it look good. And so this upstairs is all going to pretty much change out, except for what's right behind me. But continue.
Yeah, so this is basically a tiny little armory. We have armor stands with all the different sets, and then we have enchanted armors in the chest. We have enchanted books in the chest. This is basically just where we keep all of our functional stuff. This hasn't changed, but this will be moving out because I want to eventually build an actual armory building, just because that sounds like a lot of fun to me. So eventually we will figure what this is going to be. But if you come around the corner here, this is where the enchanting table used to be, but we're moving that out. We're currently working on building a huge library, and we are going to put the enchanting table in the library. So that little area just got converted into more storage for the armory, just as a temporary thing, because we didn't know what to do with that block.
And look at the view of the little lake. It's kind of cool from here. And then also there's which Pluvio's already going to, this little patio thing. Gives you a nice view of everything. It's cool. It's very cool.
Just cute. Little patio.
And it gives you a little sneak peek of what else we have to show you.
And then the only other room that's up here is the little bedroom. So, little bed, some little decorative bookshelves and all that, some colored armor. Basically just another half-functional, half-aesthetic room. So, this is where we sleep when the scary bats try to get us.
Scary bats. Phantoms.
Yeah, the scary bats.
I think personally, and I don't know if you guys have any opinion on this, but I think the andesite's all going to go up here. The oakwood will go. The oakwood stairs will be taken out and probably switched with better looking stairs. Just because to me it doesn't really fit the rest of this anymore. It's kind of out of place. And as you can see, another Enderman placed dirt here. Oh, hobbit hole. But anyway, just for everyone to know, disclaimer: we have such bad Enderman problems. There's always dirt blocks everywhere, and I swear it's got to be like every week or so that the animals get out of the barn. Very annoying, but it is what it is for now. And I know, you know, those that watch this will say you could do this or that to prevent the Enderman. The annoyances are part of the fun, and I really don't want to lose the aesthetic feel of this place. And I realize that the music is extremely loud, so I'm going to turn that down. I apologize on that.
And then just a quick note, all of these shulker boxes that are just over here, this is basically just, if one of us thinks of a material that we'd really like to use on our library project, we put it in here and then we move it up to the library. So that's that. And then we're going to go downstairs, which is the one part of this entire building that I actually did help with. We spent a couple hours one day redoing this entire basement. This basement used to be completely unfinished. It was just a dirt hole. I replaced all of the dirt with bricks because I wanted it to look a little bit nicer, and this is actually where we used to keep all of our farms. So down the stairs here, where Jagsfan is jumping around, we used to have a little wheat farm here, and then over on this side of the basement we had carrots, and we had a sugarcane farm. This was basically just where we grew all of our crops, and we moved all of that out, and they're big fields now, so then we had to turn this into something else. So now this is basically where we keep all of our stone-related materials and all of our valuables.
Well, so, there should be a little disclaimer. It's not all of our materials here. We do have other storage spaces for cobblestone. The plan, at least for me, is I intend to, as soon as these fill up, to build exterior places to store some of this stuff as well. Because I don't want to add more chests to this area. I think it looks kind of nice the way it is, and so obviously with playing a lot of Minecraft and building a lot of things, there's going to be a lot of materials and a lot of space for storing them all. So we're just going to add some other storages as well for it. But yeah, for now, that is how it works. How did I do that? I got underneath the anvil. That was weird. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, this is our bulk stone storage. So we have cobblestone, stone, smooth stone, stone bricks, obviously the cracked varieties, so cracked stone brick, all that good stuff. Andesite, granite, diorite, pretty much just all the stone varieties. And then obviously this little area, we have grindstones, stone cutters, blacksmith stables, that kind of stuff. And then on the other side of the wall is most of the valuables, so lapis, gold, iron, emeralds, coal, basically all the stuff that you get mining. And then we have our two walls of our different types of furnaces. And then if you go down the staircase, this might be a little bit of a project to get down here, but this is basically just our mine. We have our strip mines down here. We have our beacon mining down here. So this basically just goes on for a while. It goes all the way down to, ignore my cobble, that means there's a cave system attached to it, so we're going to re-explore it. But this took a really, really long time to make, even though it doesn't look like it would, but it goes down in all the directions, and then obviously we're going to have to add on to this eventually, because most of it is already mined out. So this entire side we mined out because of beacon mining, and then we moved the beacon across the little hallway over to the other side where we're working on mining that out too. And a good chunk of it has been done, so we are going to have to expand all of this eventually.
Yeah, we haven't done a whole lot of mining recently just because it hasn't been all that necessary, so just kind of been holding off on that. And there's, as you can see, the cobwebs, that's from Mineshaft, that's what it's called. That's what they call it in Minecraft. And so, yeah, that's down here. And yeah, this definitely needs more expansion. There's a lot of work to be done.
So we can head back upstairs, because that's pretty much the entirety of our main house. And like we said, obviously things are going to get changed and moved out and such. But for now, that's what we have it at. That's all of it. So now we can move on to the next building.
Yep. And wow.
As I run up these stairs.
What is the next building, Bolivia?
Now, let's go to... Actually, let's go this way.
Okay. Probably only have time for maybe 1 or 2 more buildings in this one.
We can do... I have 2 small buildings in mind.
Okay.
So if we run all the way back over here to the rock building, as we explained in the last video, this is one of the farms we were talking about. It used to be in the basement. We moved it out. Now it's a big farm. This is potatoes. And then this loops back around to the other side of our barn. And then these 2 buildings with another small wheat field. This is basically the potato building and the wheat building. So we can start with the potato building.
So when is the wheat building?
This hasn't had a whole lot of interior stuff done just because I am still not that good at doing interiors. I find it very intimidating, but I would like to get better at that. So right now, the main floor is just all of the normal potatoes, basically, and then upstairs is baked potatoes and poisonous potatoes. So this is just where we keep all of that stuff.
I might help out with the interior of this place soon. So there might be some changes happening real soon.
And then across the lovely, glorious path,
yeah, don't forget the paths.
This is the wheat building, and I put a lot more effort into these interiors than I did in the potato building. So the main floor, once again, all the normal wheat, just wheat products, and then upstairs is basically hay bales, and I think that's it. Yeah, hay bales within a little lookout area over the wheat field, but that's pretty much it. Just a building that's pretty for storage purposes.
And I've been getting after that she needs to add bread to that storage area, and so maybe that'll change too. Just leading
it'll happen eventually. Yeah. We have a long list of tasks and projects that we want to work on.
Yep. And there's where the acacia farm is, and here's a little sign place. It doesn't really matter. I mean, the important things on this list are I made concrete, taco time, and
taco time. That's tato time for potatoes.
Oh, I'm blind apparently.
This is the notice board. It originally was supposed to be so that we could all let each other know when we were working on projects or when we finish projects. It doesn't really get a whole lot of use because Jags fan and I mostly play together, and like we said, the other third person that plays doesn't really play a whole lot, but I still think it's fun to update it when I finish a building because I'm usually pretty proud of the fact that I even completed a building in the first place. So
I think my plan is to eventually move this here and move it closer to the center of town just because it would make more sense instead of having it out here. So, and get this redone. But anyway, I just wanted to show that off really briefly, and then the beautiful path. But anyway, let's see. One last thing that I wanted to show that we didn't really mention, and then we'll end it here. We also have Beetroot Farm over here. Kind of
I always forget this is over here.
It's not. We don't really have anything finished beyond here, and a mob farm that's over there that you can only see part of it. I guess it's all loaded in. It's just really dark.
Yeah.
But we got that, the beetroot, and then here's another site of a train station that I'm going to add later on. But it's all work in progress still.
Yeah, and you will see an example of what a more finished train station looks like once we're doing the other half of our town, because we do have one over there that Jags fan was working on. That's for the most part complete, so we just want to build more throughout the town so that way you don't always have to run or fly everywhere.
Alrighty, and with that, that'll be the end of this one. We will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.